Thank you guys for joining us for our July celebration. We are so excited. We've got lots of activities planned. So everyone, please stand for the presentation of our colors. Thank you. You may be seated.
Beautiful veterans trucks look fabulous out in front of the building. Is that cool? We've got 4 of those, and they're manned by some of our best, and again, obviously veterans, and we're real proud to have those. And we get constant comments from our customers and motorists call in. But today is a special day at Melton, not just because we get to recognize our terrific employees and our drivers, but also because I'm honored to recognize an elite group of people that have a special place in my heart, and that is the men and women that served our country or are currently serving in active duty. We view it as our privilege to provide veterans with access to great careers, and we found that military culture and our company culture are linked with connection points. Those points are the value of teamwork, discipline, dedication, and an adventurous spirit. With that in mind, we have created the Melton Challenge Coin. The tradition of recognizing individuals with challenge coins extends back nearly a century. There are multiple stories from different branches of the military about the history of challenge coins. But in all versions, consistent is the belief that the challenge coin represents one's identity with a unique and special group. Understanding the origin and meaning of the challenge coin, we would be honored if this coin were to serve as a reminder that you veterans and active duty people represent, what you represent as a veteran and Melton Truck Lines and Conexus employee. This time, we'd like all active duty military personnel and veterans to come forward. Come on up, take a shot.
We have over 40 fine individuals today being recognized, as well as a handful of special recognitions. So please, again, one more round of applause while Bob is handing out our special commemoration program.
I'm not going to try to do this. You might try. Right. Thank you, sir. All right. Yep. What branch are you in? All right. Navy. Navy. We still have clicker shit. This was going down the majority. Right? Yeah, but look at it. We had 3 hots in the cot. I think it was there to sign it. Where y'all had it. Yes, sir. Yeah, we took y'all go fight. We're going to nachos.
Interesting note, Melton Truck Lines and Conexus employ almost 30% of all of our population have some kind of link or connection to the military. So we have a big commitment. Thank you, Paige. Is that
James, you told us before, what is it? Yes? Air Force. Mike? What's that? He drove the blueprints for those on. Go ahead, drop it. You're one of the blueprints for those arts. Well, I floated. No, that's my mistake.
I've still got one janitorial that I got while I was in the Marine Corps.
Yes.
Shoot, I parked on the curb out there because everybody's in here.
Lots of pictures on the completion of the program. So save them on your car.
Hiding there.
Thank you. Please give a big round of applause and appreciation. Next, we have a special presentation from an honored guest, Brad Bentley. Bob is going to introduce him.
And she just did, actually. Actually, I didn't know a lot about challenge coins, and I spent a few minutes looking them up, and it's really quite interesting. In some cases, they talk about going back to the Roman times, but in many cases, the commanders of certain units would hand out challenge coins just unique to their unit so people would be identified. In some cases, there was a story that a particular soldier that had been captured had lost, they took away all his belongings except they left him with his challenge coin. I think they didn't know what it was. And then he was eventually discovered by people that thought he was a spy, and ultimately he had his challenge coin to prove that in fact he was part of a very special U.S. military group. So it's a neat thing. So I think our folks will have some fun with this, show them the terminals and just carry with it as you will. But again, we're awfully proud of you. Proud to have you, Melton, and proud of your service to the country. Brad Bentley is president of Fastport. Fastport's an organization that helps military veterans transition to the civilian life. And we work with Fastport, and they work with some companies like ours and others throughout the country, again, to help the military folks transition into civilian life. So I'll introduce Brad Bentley.
Thank you, Bob. I want to say thanks to Angie and Delaney and Frank and Marilyn, some of the other people we work with on a daily basis. What a wonderful venue we're at today. I'm honored to stand before you. He told you a little bit about what we do as a company. But Fastport is also an authorized partner of the Vietnam War 50th commemoration, which was created to show appreciation to those who served during one of America's longest conflicts, especially those who continued to sacrifice well after the war ended. That includes 5 Vietnam veterans who are here today: Alan Hagnes, Terry Hopkins, Michael Hipp, Michael Maines, and Lee Stewart. And I'll be directing the remainder of my remarks to them. The Vietnam era is one of the most painful chapters in our nation's history, particularly when you think about how we treated our troops when they returned to the States. You were often blamed for a war that you didn't start, when you should have been commended for serving your country with valor. Whether you volunteered or were drafted, blame was placed on the misdeeds of the few instead of praise for the honorable service of the many. Despite fighting nobly in a faraway land, you came home to signs of scorn, displays of disrespect, denigration instead of celebration. The Vietnam War divided our nation. In some parts of the country, soldiers were warned not to wear their uniforms in public. It was a national shame, a disgrace. But thankfully, there's a chance today to set the record straight, because history will honor your service, which included persevering some of the most brutal conditions and intensive urban combat ever faced by Americans in war, and winning every major battle in which you fought. But when you came home, you traded in that courage for closets where you tucked away your medals in boxes. And also hidden were the wounds that remained both seen and unseen, since many of you didn't talk much about your experiences. However, you looked after one another. Long before people talked about PTSD, Vietnam veterans understood it. And you didn't just take care of your own, you cared for those that followed. You fought the government for better care and benefits in an effort to eventually transform the VA, and led the charge for what is now the post-9/11 GI Bill. Most importantly, you continued the mission by ensuring today's troops get the respect and support that all too often you did not receive. In essence, you took off the uniform, but you never stopped serving. You went on with your lives, lifting up our communities by starting families and contributing to companies by pursuing careers, including 25 Vietnam veterans who are currently employed at Melton Truck Lines. Telling that story is what the Vietnam War 50th commemoration is all about. An opportunity to say to our Vietnam veterans what we should have been saying from the beginning. You did your job. You served with honor, then came home and helped build the America that will never again allow our veterans and their families to be left alone, feel like outsiders, or to fend for themselves. So here today in Tulsa, Oklahoma, it must be said to Alan, Terry, Michael, Michael, and Lee. You have earned your place among the greatest generations. And you definitely deserve to hear those two simple words, which are long overdue. Welcome home. Thank you. I'm going to ask those 5 gentlemen to come up here real quick, and Sergeant Ruff is going to be making a presentation on behalf of the Grateful Nation. If you could line up here, please. Gentlemen, thank you for your service. I know oftentimes not everyone self-identifies. If there's anybody else who is in the building that served during Vietnam, please come down so we can also make sure that you are recognized. Okay, I'm going to turn it back over to Angie. Thank you for allowing us to be part of this great day. Thank you, Jim.
So for those of you who read the email and brought canned goods, we have boxes here sponsored by the Coffee Bunker. And so I think they'll probably take cash too. So they're here to support our veterans in other ways as well. Thank you for participating today. Bob, any closing?
Just proud of everyone. Thank you for our veterans, for our color guard, and now I'm just more than touched.
Excellent. So we have some photographs, and so if you've received a coin today, please come forward. If you want to take a picture with your driver with his coin, come forward. If you want to take a picture with the trucks, they're out there. So thank you again to, I think I see Tulsa Tech here, I see Workforce Tulsa here, I see Volunteers of America, Bridenstine's office is here. There's just so many great. Tulsa Chamber is here. We have so many people here to support us. We appreciate you guys. And let's move great.